Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Knight. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On 3rd down, Knight. Out to the left here to Reed. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
3rd and long, it's Newton. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Zach Brown in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
To throw on second down is Newton. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So out now come the Redskins. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Off the play fake. Knight. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Luke Kuechly coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. From the gun, Knight escaping the pressure right. Airing one out for Crowder. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
All right, now, look at 56.
Operating from the gun, Knight. Now he'll escape to his left. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. James Washington with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to the air. Newton on second down. That's Samuel caught left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
20.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Newton on first down. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here and lead.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Newton now to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jarius Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And he'll bang that one through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And out across midfield down to the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Nice move there by Darius Geis, and he got on my radar in 2016 when he was filling in a lot for Leonard Fournette because he had ankle issues at LSU. And the first time I saw him play, over 200 yards on the ground, a lot of long runs, but he also broke a lot of tackles as well. That's why people had him on their radar for this draft and think that he can be a featured runner, and Washington's counting on it.
Off-play action. Knight. He's going to look deep down the field. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10, Newton again. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw on 3rd down. Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing on 1st down. Knight. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Knight. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Knight. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On 1st down, Newton. And right with it here over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Now he's flushed out left. And he rifles one incomplete. Kenyon Barner, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
Newton on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The second quarter score from Cincinnati. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Knight. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back up.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Newton on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Pushing his way through. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Here's Newton. Buying time to his left. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's Newton now on second down. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun!
Operating from the gun. Knight eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. And did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 23 yards on the play. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Trying to improvise. That'll be caught right side by Reed. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Looking to throw. Knight over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Escaping the pressure right. Dumps it off for Geis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Set! 3-19!
From the gun, Knight. Being chased out left. He'll check it down to Geis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, but you're counting.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed.
Yeah, the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter. To throw on second down. Newton. Flush to his right. Complete to right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Do some. 20. Hey.
Now a first down throw for Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Knight. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Operating from the gun. Knight. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers, they're just an extra point away now from taking the lead. And now the kick is blocked. And the Redskins Redskins have it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, so much for going into the lead, and let's give a lot of credit to the special teams unit on the other side there. They picked up their defense in a big way, didn't they?
They absolutely did. Second half, you think, like you said, you're going to get the lead. So mark this play down. This could definitely be one to remember.
Yeah, I don't know if they schemed it or if someone just gave a great effort to go get it. In any event, that's a big-time play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Off the play fake. Knight. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down. Looking to throw. Knight. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch it now, Barney!
To throw again. Knight. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw. Knight. Now he'll let it go deep right. Touchdown, Washington! James Washington with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
He'll look to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
A dump off to Elliott. And shedding through the tackle. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
He's back to throw. Funches has it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Newton finding Funches for the Panther first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. A nice little juke. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Now he's flushed out right, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Well, it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Newton takes it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with 4 seconds remaining, and the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A huge play there in overtime. And even 60 yards. On first down, this is Geis. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free.
And he's into the